everyone, Brianna here, aka Patriotic Housewife. We're on this early Wednesday morning, late night, after midnight rant. It is 1:39 a.m. here in Verbena, Alabama. 73 degrees. I'm currently outside. Standing by my husband's truck. My dog got him hooked to the, what do you call that thing? The hitch. He got his leash hooked to the hitch. But for right now, it's nice and quiet out here. So I know it's been a while. The last time I did a recording was right before I went on my trip to North Carolina to visit my oldest daughter, to celebrate my first grandchild's first birthday. So I wish I could tell you everything went well, but it did not. Did not go well at all. For one, then I guess only women will be able to relate to this, but not even some women can relate to what I go through on a monthly basis. Yes, it was my time of the month, and I was bloated. Overflowing. Sorry, guys, but I have to really let you know what, frame of mind and, what my physical state was, because, it started off good. My daughter picked me up from the bus station. I got to see my granddaughter for the first time. And her birthday's not actually till July, but my daughter's husband is getting deployed before then, so they wanted to do a birthday party before he left. Anyways, I got to see her for the first time, and we had a pretty good time. That was Friday morning, and I was kind of under the weather, riding in all the buses and traveling from state to state. I developed some type of allergies or sinus infection, or just wasn't feeling good, as far as my nose and my nose being stuffed and everything. My throat wasn't hurting or nothing. It was just I just felt clogged up. So I felt clogged up, above the neck. Then, if you haven't, this isn't the first time you listen to me, I've been dealing with my issues with my weight. I've been trying to lose some weight and everything, and so I'm already overweight, and then with me being on my period, that just makes it 10 times worse, because then I'm bloated and having cramps, and just it was a mess. So, but for that for the most part, I was, enjoying my time, enjoying the time with my granddaughter, and, we went out to eat with, her dad and her dad's mom, her grandmom, and her husband, and I think her dad's step kids was with us too. We all went out to eat for breakfast. Again, we went to Golden Corral, all you can eat, but I could only eat like one plate, after I ate the first plate, I just, felt more, bloated and just uncomfortable and just hoping that I didn't, have a accident or whatever at the restaurant or whatever. But anyways, then met up with my sisters, stepsister, and the one I told you about, or I talked about on my other podcast, which, because before my time gets up, this will probably be, after this podcast, I'm going to be actually probably deleting my podcast and starting over if I don't upgrade, because I'm out of time, I'm out of space or whatever on this free Spreaker, deal. So I just want to let y'all know that I may be just deleting my previous episodes and starting over. But we'll see. But anyway, so if you want to know more about that relationship right there, you can go back and listen to that before I delete it. Delete them. But anyway, so met up with them. We all went shopping, which I didn't, Alabama's an hour ahead. I was waiting for my husband and my son to put money in my account. So here I am walking around, with no money, and all I really wanted to do was get me some medicine, get me some, Dayquil or something like that. And still wasn't feeling good. Finally, we went back to the room that me and my sisters got, and I was able to kind of, I finally did get some medicine, some orange juice and everything. I started feeling better, and back to the room, got changed, and then, here I am. I forgot that I'm being sent out as a sheep amongst the wolves, and everybody agreed that we was gonna have a, drink and everything, and I normally drink wine anyway, but so I don't really, I'm not, I don't drink all the time. I'm an occasional drinker, but forgetting, when I know God told me, to be a sheep, be it wise as a serpent, wise as a dove, something like that, innocent as doves. Forget that scripture, but I know what he told me, and I didn't. Right there when everybody was getting stuff to drink, and of course I'm thinking, oh, I'm just going to get something that's not, heavy, just got me these twisted teas and something Bud Light, lemon tea, drinks, I'm just going to chill out. Everybody else gets drunk, that's on them. But no, they were making these drinks with hypnotic. And, Hennessy or whatever. And it's called an Incredible Hulk. Maybe y'all familiar with that. So I was sipping on that, and then we're playing a game, and the losers and I had to take a shot, so I took a shot of Hennessy. Anyways, one thing led to another, and I wasn't angry drunk or I was like the crazy drunk. I was just talking all kinds of crazy stuff. There's a frog out here. I got crazy. And then I got emotional because I was sick and I was on my period, and that's why I had to tell y'all about that, just to kind of bring this story together. And I don't have much time, but to make a long story short, that kind of just ruined the whole vibe for the rest of the weekend. I still apologize to everyone after it was all said and done, and everybody kind of just swept it under the rug, but it's just a bad impression. I made a bad impression on her husband. I made a bad impression on her husband and her husband's friends, her and her husband's friends, and I just feel real bad about it that I didn't listen to God, first of all, and I had a very bad spiritual breakdown. But thank God for His mercy and His grace. Back in Alabama, and I'm ready to start over. Started reading the Psalms. I do recommend that if you're gonna start fresh, the Psalms is where you should start. So, pray for me. I hope I didn't cover the mic this time because I wasn't even paying attention, but we'll see. But y'all pray for a Democrat. And I didn't do my wrap up like I usually do, but I will tell you to avoid the drama. And I thank y'all for listening. God bless.